This is Bob Barbas, just doing God's work.
Dante, get out of there! You're in danger!
Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is the final part of Mission 6 in my Vergil's Downfall, Vergil Must Die difficulty video walkthrough. So, on this platform here, there's a couple of rages, there's a Hell Knight in the distance, and you can knock the rages off the platform if you want to kill them quickly. I've already got a bunch of style points, and as I've mentioned, this is a guide not for ranking per se, it's literally just to get you through the game. The SSS rank stuff comes later if I decide to do it, and I hope I do, because playing as Vergil is fun, but I've previously mentioned that I'm a bit burnt out on this game, and a lot of that has to do with how good Metal Gear Rising is, and how not challenging the main game for this one is. I don't know. It's Devilmaycry, the reboot, is a great game. It has a lot of things that I think a lot of people are going to like, but anybody who's been a big fan for many years of each of the games and has played them on quite a high level, I just don't think it's going to keep your attention very long, and I don't think that is a massive negative, and I don't think that is a massive criticism, because the majority of people that are going to play it are probably not going to be those kind of players, and this game was aimed at a much more relaxed market, and it's in aid of getting a bigger following and bringing new people to the fold. So I understand it, even if I don't agree with it, just like Gravity doesn't agree with me. But this is getting real sloppy here, and it's all because I'm trying to kill this flying thing, and the camera's not really helping. We get the environmental kill, which is always nice to do. Just a little bit more jump cancelling. A couple of heavy combos. You notice I don't use the heavy combos all that often, because I don't really like them. They're very slow, and I know they're powerful, but there's just something about how slow they are when you play as Vergil. I want to be fast, and sometimes it comes at a deficit. But this is me using Angel Arms against the Hell Knight, who blocks them with ease. I should be either pulling him or using the heavy attacks to break his guard. Well, there's the stomp to victory, and there's going to be a little bit more demon pulling as we do some mild traversal. But the achievements on the DLC, for the people that are interested in trophies and achievements, they're all pretty simple. It's all kind of rehashed of the original game. You know, find all the collectibles and upgrade Vergil, sorry. Beat all the difficulties, or the challenging ones at least. And then S rank, triple S rank Nephilim difficulty, which is very simple to do once you've got an upgraded Dante. So, I don't think anybody's going to be really challenged with the trophies. And I don't think it's going to be a reason to stop you from buying it, because I know a lot of people don't purchase things if they can't get all the things. You know, if they can't get 100% on the achievements, they don't go near it, which has always been a pretty strange concept for me. But this is the final fight of the DLC, and it's one of the longest. It's a big arena fight against a lot of tough enemies. But the first wave is 2 of these guys, so deal with them appropriately. I'm going to use a lot of volcanoes. I'm probably going to hold off on the summoned swords because I know that a lot more enemies are coming, so I need to save my Deviltrigger. I did die on this fight, guys, and a couple of my life that was lost was due to falling because I'm an idiot, but the most damage came from the imprisoner that's going to turn up because it's a very small battlefield. You can use the camera to pacify him, but I just wanted to kill him as quickly as I could, and he beat me up the first time. But the second time I get some vengeance, so that's always nice. But here is the final tyrant, I believe they're called, and it's time to just, you know, finish him off, which can be quite difficult at times, because this enemy, when it starts glowing like this, I don't know if it gets a defense boost, but it still seems to take a pounding. But the next phase has started. We immediately see 2 wisps, so start focusing on one of them or both of them if you can get them together. And just be aware that there is chainsaw dudes below you, so just keep an eye out on them just in case they decide to get cunning and trick you and you end up landing on a chainsaw. There's me trying to knock him off the edge because I've got no interest in fighting him. I wish you could do that to the wisps, because the wisps are a fucking nuisance, and I got hit there really sloppily because the... Oh no, Oh, no, game, why? There's enemies. Let me teleport to the enemies. How very dare you. But the funny thing is, when you're falling like that, and I've got a lot of experience with falling, if you kill the phase of enemies, sometimes the game will spawn enemies where you are, so you'll immediately get environmental kills, which I don't understand. There's quite a lot of glitches in this DLC too. I've had it where when you pause the menu and it goes all blue on the screen and it makes everything super blue. I've had it so that the game was playing super blue. Everything looked like the menu. It was almost impossible to tell what was happening. I've also had a witch that had an invisible shield, which I've not come across before. That was a nuisance because the game was showing she didn't have a shield, but she did, and I kept recoiling and getting juggled, which is really annoying. But here's me finally using the summon swords, the all-powerful summon swords. I love this move so much. I'm probably going to use Super Dante quite a lot on this DLC, just so I can spam the summon swords, because they're so fun. And if anybody's got a turbo pad, you're going to have a lot of fun with this guy, because you can put it so that he constantly keeps firing the summon swords, and people did that on Devilmaycry 3. I never had a turbo pad though. I've never really had anything but the official pads, because they've always either been pretty shit. We're talking some years here though, people, because nowadays there's all these professional companies like Razer and Scuff controllers. There's a lot of different custom companies making controllers. I think Mad Catz make them as well. There's a lot of people making stuff. But this is the end of the wave. Just a chainsaw guy who's devil triggered, who's going a bit nuts. Just finish him off. You can knock him off the edge. I hate it how they spam those iframes, and I'm not quite sure how to stun them with Vergil. I assume it involves charging something. But, I mean, look at that bullshit, man. It didn't even... That was the end of the attack, and it still registered damage. But this is the final phase. I think it's 2 or 3 wisps. It's 3 wisps and an imprisoner. The best thing you can do here is to kill the wisps, because you'll notice when the camera isn't on the imprisoner, he doesn't do anything. He just sits wherever he is. So focus on these guys, get them killed, and then focus your opinion on the extremely terrible enemy that is the imprisoner. This is me trying to get some cheap hits on him while he's not moving. The wisps have all gone invisible. To bring them out of the invisible state, hit them with a summoned sword. You can either demon pull them, angel pull them, or just shoot them. It all works really well. That right there was a Stinger B, super useful for finishing off that enemy. And then this is just us and the imprisoner, and once he's dead, you've beat the DLC. So this rock, there you go. If you do not time that perfectly, it will hit you every time. So when he leans up like that, he's going to jump at you. You want to jump at you, sorry, he's going to run at you. You want to jump over it, go into Devil Trigger, do your stomps, do your volcanoes. If you do not get the stun and juggle him into the air, run away from him and lure him again. This is me really not caring about my performance. I'm just going to spam the drive and the stomp. And it does work, because you'll notice the stomp stuns him. It's just, if he hits me here, I'm going to die. And you can tell I was in a mood where I really didn't care. But he's got to be close to dying. He's got to be real close at this point. But it's just not fun. It's just not fun at all. I don't know what this guy's doing, but he finally died. All that's left now is to go through the gates and watch all the cinematics and all that great stuff. But I'm going to skip the cinematics, I'm going to skip the credits, and I'm going to show you the very end of the game. So here's me changing my notifications so that you can see the achievement, and it pops just as I change it. This is the power of Sparda for 40G. Mike controls everything for getting the 100% completion bonus. And yeah, that's the end of the guide, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the Super Vergil, and you take care now.